temperatures down here.
Ready, come on out.
Let me know if you got a good signal here. So if you're just joining us, we're live at Nevada County Airport Grass Valley Air Attack Base, where the first major fire of the season is kicked off here at Nevada County. And we've got at least 5 S2T air tankers working the fire. Got you back. Okay, good. How's that signal? All right? That tanker 86. Let me switch this camera around here without losing the signal. Oh boy, now I fogged up the lens here. Stand by. Okay, tanker, what's this, 85 departing? So we got a density altitude today approaching 6,000 feet. Let's see how long this guy takes to depart. We got about a 4,000 foot long runway, and he's still rolling, and boom, he's off right at the end. We got another S2T on left base, so they got to take off on runway 25 and land on runway 7. Even if there's a bit of a tailwind for that landing, they got to take advantage of this uphill slope. And you can see the windsock down there. Yeah, they've got a little bit of a tailwind. Not a lot of wind out here today to drive these wildfires, but the standard landing practice for these heavy S2s here at Nevada County is to land uphill on 7 and take off downhill on 25. The only way they make their takeoff data good is the fact that they can pickle their load. They can dump their load in the event of an engine failure to make their single engine takeoff safety speeds actually work. Now let's see who we got on just touching down here. Okay, we got 2 of the S2s that are coming out of the refueling bay, so we'll have at least 5 S2s back on the highway fire located up on Highway 20 near the little town of Washington.
1088, stay 3 hold short of the base.
We're an uncontrolled airport here, of course, so they're working it out amongst themselves. So that tanker is saying he'll wait right there while 88 gets the taxi on in back to the base. Yeah, Tom Cruise on his bike. Flying these tankers is a single pilot operation, but sometimes you'll see 2 pilots on board as there is lots of training going on to replace the next generation of tanker pilots. I got my heat sink here for the cell phone to keep this thing from overcooking out here in the hot temperatures today. I'll walk you down here closer to the tanker base and show you what's going on. How fast can they reload and get back out? Well, we're watching it right now. It takes only about 4 or 5 minutes. I'll come down here so you can see it. They're loading up with about 800 to 1,200 gallons of retardant. Tanker 83. Hey, giving you the big wave. These boys have been awfully bored around here locally this season. Not a lot of activity. What we got going on here is thunderstorm activity in the High Sierra last couple of days. Ignited a lot of really small lightning strike fires. I suspect this fire was a lightning strike as well, but it could have been from human activity based on its location up there by the highway. Any sort of sparks can get these things going. Come on down here. So these guys, 86 and 88, are doing hot reloads of retardant right now. You saw him just land, and look at that, 86 is already peeling out. He's done. He's got his load of retardant, and he's on the go. Here comes the other tanker ready to take off. Here goes tanker 8-3 departing. Tanker 8-6 taxiing out. Now look at that takeoff roll. Again, right down to the end of the runway before they can rotate with a full load of retardant. Now they've been doing a left turnout. Yeah, they'll do a left downwind departure, I believe, to get out of the way of the left downwind runway 7 traffic. Yep, and head on back up to the fire behind us to our east. So right now we're looking to the west, down towards the Sutter Buttes. All right, so there's tanker 8-8 getting his load of retardant. The Bronco is not being used today. Air Attack 17 is being used instead, and they're doing some training as well. Oh, I see some guys loading up in the 230. Looks like they're going to get it fired up and going too. The Bronco. Yeah, KGOO. We're at Nevada County Airport, Grass Valley, California. KGOO, my hometown, the home of the blancolirio Global Headquarters. Our first big fire of the season here for Grass Valley Air Attack Base. And that fire is only located about 30 miles to your 12 o'clock off the camera lens there. Tanker 8-6. If you point your, watch this takeoff roll, look how long that takes. If you point your extra browser, if you got one, on to Flight Radar 24, you can get a look at the air show over the fire. We've had a 737 along with all of these S2Ts hitting this same fire, and I just got a report of one of the Mad Dog MD-80s hitting the fire, one of the Ericsson MD-80s. It's so bright out here, I can't see your comments at all here. We'll see if I get a break in the action. Little brake check, see how he bounced the nose wheel there? Make sure the brakes are working before he heads out. Always good to have brakes, especially in the event of a rejected takeoff. Yeah, Australian 737. Hey, 8-8. He's giving you guys all a wave. Yeah, no water injection on these guys, or correction, no alcohol injection. Well, wait a minute, they do have some ADI, and I believe it's water that they're using. Ericsson is tanker 103, the MD-87. Where's the push-ups? Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll have to go see how they're doing on that.
Nevada County traffic, tanker 8-8, be departing runway 25, left-hand turnout.
All right, there's tanker 8-8's radio call. There you can see the other tanker that just took off, proceeding towards the fire to the east and a little bit north. 112 degrees in Redding today, man. These aircraft are S2Ts. These are turbine conversion S2A trackers, which are old Navy submarine chasers. Normally, or originally had Wright 1820 radial engines on them, and these guys were running radial engines for many years here at Cal Fire, and now we got the Marsh S2T, or turboprop conversion. Tanker 8-8 on the go. So if you're just joining us, this is our first major fire here at Nevada County Airport, Grass Valley, California, Grass Valley Air Attack Base. The highway fire, they're calling it. First reported at 2 acres, but last time I checked in, they were reporting spotting of the next drainage over and may go into extended attack. That is to say, it may go into a firefight that lasts into tomorrow, and there are evacuations in the area around the little tiny mountain town of Washington, California. Tanker 83 is heading south. Oh, okay, maybe they got a different dispatch now. We've got a lot of little lightning strikes the last couple of days from all this thunderstorm activity in the area, especially in the High Sierra. That's correct, Old Navy S2s. Tanker 82 heading out. All right, got a good wave from 82. Yeah, of course, it's winter time down in Australia, so there's no need for air tankers down there this time of year. Yeah, I don't know about the fire south of Reading at this time. Yep, just posted the UAL Boeing 777 video. We put that together. Hey, look at that! There's the Mad Dog way off in the distance there. The MD-87, man, he's low down there over the trees and probably heading for McClellan to reload. Our runway is too short for the large air tankers like the MD-87 and the 737, so we are hosting the S2T part of the air show here. Idaho, yep, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Tanker 82 is making his radio call to leave. Oh yeah, our TFR's popping up now already on ForeFlight. Yeah, usually they don't pop up on the first day, but there is a firefighting ring around the fire, usually about 5 miles. You have Tanker 108.6 on the active tracker. Okay, 86 heading south now as well. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Right towards the end of the 4,000-foot runway and rotate right there. Boom. Heavy, heavy, heavy. On a hot day, density altitude now about 6,000 feet. All right, now we got a little break in the air show action here and get back maybe to some of your comments. Let me turn this camera around so I can see what's going on here. They are efficient. It only takes about 4 hours or so. Why is the takeoff roll so long? High density altitude and heavy weight, man. That retardant weighs over 8 pounds per gallon, and they've got upwards of 1,000 gallons of retardant on the aircraft, depending on their fuel load. Let's see, what'd you say? 8, 9, and 90 were in Modoc all day yesterday. Tanker 103 heading back towards McClellan. KCRA Live is up there from their helicopter. Good. So check out KCRA. See if they've got a live stream going on with their helicopter. It'd be interesting to see. Also, point your browsers towards California Alert Wildfire cameras. I think it was the Oregon House camera had a fairly decent view of the current fire. So instead of having lookouts like the old days, we use these cameras located throughout the foothills. The MD-87 is Tanker 103. Yep. Tanker 210, 737 leaving McClellan right now. Okay, keep me posted on that Tanker 210, the 737. See if he's going to head back up here to McClellan or if they've got another dispatch going on. I need like 3 different computers here to keep track of all this and report at the same time. Jerry's right about an hour north. Yeah. Yeah, they are struggling in that high temperature. Metal detecting, thanks so much. Coeur d'Alene, I don't know how you spell that either. No TFR on SkyVector yet. Yeah, the TFR usually does not go up until day 2 of what they call the extended attack. Tanker 86 is doing Santa Rosa KGOO. If I supply you with a scanner, yeah, I need a. Another thing you can use on your browser is tune up Broadcastify Nevada County West, and you'll get a lot of the actual fire activity on Broadcastify Nevada County West. And KCRA is covering it as well.
100 is 9 miles to the northeast. 1,000 inbound for left traffic, 7 Nevada County.
Okay, here comes Tanker 100 already coming back for another load and return. Yes, these aircraft are all TCAS equipped. All the CAL FIRE fixed wing air tankers have TCAS now. What happened to the MiG? It went home on a truck. It was an engine failure on that MiG episode. Do I got goober on my chin? How's that? Auckland, New Zealand. Tanker 210 heading your way from McClellan. Tanker 210. Good, there's the KCRA link. Check that out. So you actually get to collaborate with those guys and do this live narrating over the top of the KCRA 3 helicopter. Washington is evacuating. The town of Washington is evacuating. Comcast interview. Yeah, thanks. Tanker 912 Heavy flying just south and west of Redding. It did ruffle some feathers, but there will be some change. Yep, Independence. We'll be up at Independence, Oregon this weekend. We'll head up there Saturday, Kellen and I in the Husky, for the Wings Over Willamette air show there. Switch this around. You'll need to look at me trying to read comments. Tanker 100's coming in the, there he is now, entering the left downwind for runway 07.
Left downwind, 7 Nevada County.
Look like they are tail low. They are tail low because they're full of retardant. You'll notice once they come back empty, they're not dragging their tail so much. The turnaround time in the S2, about 4 to 5 minutes. We'll see it here on this next load and return. Presidential TFR in Lake Tahoe in 2 days. Oh boy. So on the KCRA live feed, are they able to catch some of these tanker drops from the air? The good thing about the Live Copter 3 right now is that we have had very clear skies here in Northern California, basically smoke-free this summer for the first time in years. So they should be able to get some good
100 is West Bay 7 Nevada County.
Some good shots of that. Let me put this heat sink on here. This phone is really getting hot. CHP, what? I can't read anymore the comments. It's too bright from this direction here. I need an assistant. Left base Tanker 100.
Tanker 100 final 7 Nevada County.
Tanker 100 on final. Again, got to land uphill with the tailwind. Save the brakes. Besides, the tanker base is up at this end of the airport. We'll put it down consistently, right down there, a little bit long on that one, just beyond the numbers. So you can hack your clock and see how quick it takes Tanker 100 to turn around here from landing to takeoff. Tanker 210 is coming, right? Patagonia. Around here real quick and read this comment. Who is this? Ann or Ridge? There's Gaston grade to Granite Relief Hill to North Bloomfield, but you need a decent set of wheels. That's right. Those are your only two other escape routes out of the little town of Washington, is along the dirt roads of Relief Hill Road or Gaston grade. Excellent comment and good local area knowledge. Now with the camera turned this way, I cannot read any of the comments. Let me see if I can come over here and do that. Okay, they got the hose hooked up. They're dumping in the retardant right now. He's got a light on there on the back of the aircraft that helps him identify when the retardant is full, or he's got the amount that the pilot wants. Of course, it's a hot load. That is to say, they are doing it with the engines running. Okay, now I can see a little better. We're at Nevada County Airport, Grass Valley, California. Grass Valley Air Attack Base here in Northern California, my hometown. Yeah, I need an umbrella. I need a Jerry Big Jet TV setup. Tank 210's over Auburn. Is he heading north towards the fire? Fire's only 12 miles to the northeast of here. Good. Live Copter 3 getting shots of the drops. Now, is anybody on the KCRA feed explaining anything? Are they talking about what's going on? Yeah, the Live Copter 3 pilots were up here at our training session, our sandbox session earlier this year. I need a cameraman. I need a whole staff. Are you available? It's called the Highway Incident. That's correct. The fire we're covering, the first major fire here at Nevada County, is called the Highway Fire, located up on Highway 20 and the turnoff to the tiny town of Washington, only 12 miles northeast of here. Yeah, I'll be up at Independence, Oregon this weekend. Yeah, they're still loading, still loading. Brazil in the house, wow. The air assault, the best site to watch the air assault, well, there's Flight Radar 24 to keep track of the aircraft, and KCRA 3 News live feed with Live Copter 3. Yeah, a lot of air tanker pilots are former military pilots, like our own air tanker pilot Abby. We had that great interview with her. They can be very selective. Yeah, you gotta have some good low-level experience. Okay, there you go. Stop the clock. There's the push-ups. We got push-ups. There we go. Look at that. Stop the clock. They have filled the plane and are heading out. Or unless you want to run it all the way until takeoff. Good job. Tanker 100 heading out. I think I zoomed in too much. There you go. No. You got it all misconfused here. The traffic does not always take off and land in the same direction. At mountain airports and backcountry airports, you are often forced to have to take off using the terrain, as I've explained before. Here in Nevada County Airport, they're going to take off going downhill and land going uphill with these heavy aircraft. So that means they're landing with a tailwind and taking off into the headwind. And that's often the case at many backcountry airports. You've got to use the terrain because there's a pretty good slope here on this runway.
Taking off only 25 left, turn out to the east, Nevada County.
Not seeing any fires on the CAL FIRE site. Day one, they're busy fighting the fires. They don't have time to mess with the website or the maps. No explaining, no talking.
Nevada County tanker 86 is left downwind for runway 7, Nevada County.
Did my audio drop out? Okay, only video on KCRA, got it. Yeah, they're not, that's where they need somebody to explain what's going on over there at KCRA 3. All right, here he goes, tanker 100. So that's exactly how long it takes to turn one of these air tankers with a full load of retardant here at Grass Valley Air Attack Base. He's up and away. We got another tanker on downwind. And of course we've got, at least 3 tanks of retardant you can't quite see from here. You just see the tops of them that they're mixing and pumping the retardant from into the aircraft here. Available for hire as a cameraman. Pays not too good around here at the Blancolirio channel. All right, thanks, Texas. On flight radar, good. Okay, all you hear is the turbine whine from the live copter. All right.
Nevada County traffic, tanker 88, 7 miles to the northeast, entering left downwind to runway 7, Nevada County.
Man, they're still pounding the heck out of it. What is the current local time here? I don't see it, but this fire got going around 2 or so this afternoon. Pretty far to the west. No sound on the live copter 3. Aero Commander is the lead. That's correct. Air Attack 17, the Aero Commander's doing the lead on this fire. For the air attack, that is, not lead, but air attack. 4 minutes, 4-minute turnaround. Good, somebody got it. Somebody asked if Abby was flying today. Man, she's been sitting around for the last 10 days. Didn't turn a wheel for 10 days. She just started her 5 days off today and is missing all of this action. So no Abby today. Five-minute turnaround, 5-minute total turnaround, 4-minute pit stop. Loading 200 gallons per minute, yeah, yep. Another strike team assembled. Wow, 5 engines. Yeah, I need to listen up to the Broadcastify to get the latest on what's happening on the ground. All I have is the Unicom frequency. That's right, that's what the push-ups are for. The pilot calls for an exact amount that he wants loaded. The loader takes his best shot at getting that amount correct, and for every, I don't know, so many pounds off he is compared to what the pilot requested, he's got to do the difference in push-ups. We'll have to get the details on that again. Middle England. All right, we got a tanker on a high left base to final, runway 7 now. No, that's not white smoke in the air, that's all clouds. Fortunately, audio's good, okay. Is it each gallon or 10 gallons? Each gallon they're off by equals a push-up. Yeah, KCRE would be good to get on there. Tanker 88 rolling out. Now see how high the tail is? And how slow they're rolling out. That indicates that they are empty. Now these aircraft are capable of landing with a full load, but they will roll out using all of the runway and save those brakes. And their tail, once they get loaded with retardant, will be much lower. Thanks for that on the 777 video. It took a lot of work doing that. Yeah, these Garrett engines, direct drive, are just noisy as hell. Tanker 210 is in the stack. Mayberg Road, maybe a way out. And I think the Alpha Omega dirt road is where the fire is and is all shut down. Tanker 86 heading out. Tanker 88 just pulling in. Orders, thanks for keeping us updated on that. The evac orders currently for Washington, the little town of Washington, Washington Overlook, and the Alpha Diggins and Phelps Hill. There's the emergency alert coming over my cell phone. Now these emergency alerts, okay. They don't really explain things very well on these emergency alerts. You get a code that represents an area on their map, but you have no idea unless you go to their map and their map is up and it's working to determine exactly where they're talking about the evacuation is. I'll get over here where I can see a little better. Go beside this hangar here for a minute. Getting some shade. I can read your comments. All right. Wow, 1,200 people tuned in. Okay, what airplane? The airplane that just taxied by is a Bonanza or Debonair. The airport is still open to traffic. We don't shut the airport down for civilians when we have the wildfire air tanker activity. I think there's a tanker departing. Yeah, lots of push-ups today, boys, because they haven't had any. Everybody's a little bit out of practice. Eight inbound. Yep, 88. I must be way behind on my comments here. I got a Sydney trip at the end of the month here. Semi-retired, flying part-time or low-time, I would say. What's the prop setting when they're parked and refueling? Well, it's a idle setting, but it's a direct drive engine, so it's still a very high power setting, but it's a very flat pitch on the propeller. Gotta go start dinner. Yeah, these are the Grumman S2 trackers with the Marsh turbine conversion. The airport code for this airport is Kilo Golf Oscar Oscar. KGOO. My hometown. The airport that I learned to fly at all the way back in 1978. Yeah, there was 10, well, it wasn't 10 feet of snow. There was 4 feet of snow on these hangars just a few months ago. The max gallons it can carry is 1,200. Yeah, we got an F-104 gate guard. Some local volunteers got that going. Commemorating General Chuck Yeager, who lived here in the local area for years and flew that Husky. Yeah, no, the Canadair aircraft are water bombers. We need retardant out west here. Water does not work out west. It's just too dry and it's too far from water sources. We need to use retardant.
82, please let tanker 88 know when we can go.
Yeah, the tanker shows up and you're doing laundry, yep. What do we got here? Oh yeah, we got another tanker on final. So here's a case where the tanker's landing on 7, coming uphill, and we got a tanker waiting for him to clear the runway before he takes off in the opposite direction. Tanker 82 is here. I think I last counted at least 5 S2Ts deployed on this fire, maybe even more, maybe 6, plus a 737 and an MD-87. So they're throwing everything they got at this fire today. Yeah, I got a couple hangars up here, right nearby. Good news, per IC. Fire activity is moderated, making good progress with the tankers. Good news. Thanks so much for that update. Two in, there goes 88 out. Jenny's just getting the word about all of this. My Jenny. There goes the Beechcraft. Watch that wake turbulence, boys. That's awfully close behind that tanker. Let's see if he gets rocked. Fortunately, he's above his wake turbulence. Back here in the shade a little bit. Mike Atkinson, no. Soapbox derbies are no more. Lack of volunteers. Yeah, at least the sky is clear. Thanks, Stu. Thanks, JC Gibble. The endurance of the tankers, not sure, but they don't go with full fuel because they need the room for the retardant. So they can go for a couple hours before they need to get fuel. Go check out that interview with Abby on this channel. She explains all that stuff really well. Abby, the CAL FIRE air tanker pilot. We did that last year, I believe. I got a slab of aluminum on the hot and cut a hole out for the camera, and that worked. Oh, and a couple of fans. Yeah, I need to. Here's my heat sink right now. Keeping the ice pack on the cell phone away from the camera. Try to keep it from overcooking. Ah, hang on. There we go. Sorry, stand by. There, try that. Nah, it's messing up here. Can't seem to get to these comments without zooming the lens. You can add a retardant to a 415. Well, that's the way we would have to use them as retardant air tankers. And at some point, yeah, they're going to have to replace these S2Ts, and we don't know what they're going to use. I will be at the last Reno National Championship Air Races in September. I'll be there. Tanker 85 released. All right, things are looking up, guys. 2 seats operating out of Reading. Good. So if you're just joining us, we're at hey, wait a minute. There's somebody. Somebody's impersonating me there, I think. Let's see. That doesn't look right. How do I get rid of that? You see somebody else with a blancolirio tag. I don't know. In the comment section. Yeah, Runway Hog. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we're here at Nevada County Airport, Grass Valley, California. The first major fire of the season. The highway fire up by the little town of Washington and Highway 20. 12 miles northeast of our current position here at KGOO Airport. Tanker 86 heading back to Santa Rosa. Good news. Tanker 210 heading back home. In the UK, off to bedtime. BBK Export TQ, thanks so much. Yeah, wasn't that a good interview with Abby? She did so well with that. Yes, get TCAS in all firefighting aircraft, including rotary wings. I don't know about flooding. I don't think so. Not yet. Yeah. Bag of ice with my phone in my head. The 737 reloads out of McClellan or Chico or Reading. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, if you see those fake posts, report them. Yeah. There is some breaking Dan Grider news out there today. Check your Facebook feed and you'll see what I'm talking about. His mouth got him in a little bit of trouble. Nah, I can't really live stream from the airplane. You got to fly the airplane. Yeah, if you see that fake one, go ahead and delete it. All right. Sounds like things are beginning to possibly wind down a little bit. The DA, great question. Density altitude today is over 6,000 feet. The field elevation is 3,150 feet. So very high density altitude. No, we don't have, that's unfortunately, we don't have a lot of food options here at the airport. We have a deli that's within walking distance of the airport down here at the industrial park, but nothing on the airport here at Nevada County. Been something we've been wishing for many years.
Departing runway 25, Nevada County.
Tanker 82 departing. KCRA showing blancolirio on TV. That'd be something. Oh, are they over here looking at the airport? That's cool.
Helicopter 1 on November will be departing Grass Valley behind the tanker. It's taking off right now.
Okay, so the helicopter is going to take off behind the tanker. Good idea. There's a helicopter way down here fixing to take off. YVR. We got to wave to KCRA 3 out there. Apparently they're overhead showing the airport. The fire that we're fighting today, hey, look at that, he's got a long line on that Huey boat. Long line helicopter. People often say, helicopter captain's always in the right seat. Well, not when you're doing a long line operation like that Bambi bucket. You see that Bambi bucket hanging way down there? That's when the pilot in command sits in the left seat of a helicopter. Okay, so if you're just joining us, yeah, we're fighting the highway fire up by Highway 20.
Nevada County traffic, tanker 100 8 miles to the northeast, 5,000 inbound for left traffic 7.
About 12 miles northeast of here. And there's been evacuations in the area, and it sounds like things are beginning to hopefully get a grip on it. They should be able to get it by today because there's not a lot of winds. You can see the windsock out there. There's not a lot of winds to drive this event today. Just too much timber and not enough timber management. Focus. Get the heat sink back on here. Yeah, these are old Navy aircraft. That's right. All right, we've been at it for 47 minutes. We'll probably get ready to wrap it up here soon. The camera's starting to overheat again. Thanks so much for your support of the blancolirio channel. I can't even get anything to work now. It's so hot. There we go. And thanks for joining us on this live feed of the first major fire bust here at Nevada County Airport, Grass Valley Air Attack Base. Nevada County, California, my hometown, with the highway fire located just some 12 miles northeast of here, where they've had some evacuations today. And we had a massive air attack on the fire, including at least 6 S2Ts, a number of large air tankers, 737, MD-87, and helicopters, and the works. But yes, thank goodness there's no wind. It's going to be humid up in the mountains. Continued.
100 on 45 for left downwind.
Tanker 100 back inbound. Continued threat from lightning strikes, but the temperatures are going to begin to cool down, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to enjoy our clear skies this summer. The first time we've had clear skies like this in a long time in Northern California this time of year. Thanks so much for your support of the blancolirio channel. We'll see you here. Where is that off button?
Tanker 100 is left downwind 7, Nevada County.
There it is.